Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about an OBD2 scanner, which if you're a car person, you absolutely need. With cars getting as sophisticated as they are, you can no longer do as much without one of these. And I have the Mucar, which is an OBD2 that does everything. Service reset, ABS, clutch adjustments. If it can be done, this can do it. So today we're going to go through some of the features of this and then hook it up to a couple of vehicles to actually test it out. If you're interested, stay tuned. Let's get to it. Let's start with the unboxing of it. Obviously, it comes in a nice box. We have the quick start user manual. We have the unit itself, which I will say has a good feel, lots of heft to it. It's always good. We have a charging cable, and the most important, the connection for OBD2. So you're gonna need that as well. Let's go ahead and turn this on and see what all it offers. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on. The power button is directly on the top, along with the serial for the OBD2 cable. So let's just turn this on. Now that we have it on, you can see all of the menus and features that you need, which you can use the keypad to do, or you can just press and touch. It is touch screen, so that is nice. So let's see what we have here. On the top, we have diagnostics, we have maintenance, upgrades, and more. So on diagnostics, obviously, you can either search for your vehicle, you can try to hook it directly to the OBD2. Let's go to maintenance and see what we've got. We've got ABS, lighting. We've got suspension. That might come in handy for my Bentley. Airbag reset. I do like that it has battery matching. My Porsche Cayenne used to have an issue with that, and this would be a great way for me to go in and actually match the battery to the car. So that's nice that they have that. You've got all of your brake and ABS options. So here's the option if you have a diesel, you can definitely use that if you are looking for your EGR information. The electronic throttle adaptation so that you can change some of those features. Gear learning, gearbox learning, anti-theft, and key matching. Now that's interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to work. I don't have anything to do with that today, but that is good to know that it's on there. Injector coding, odometer resets, oil resets, which is what we're going to be using today, seat calibrations, steering angle, sunroof installation, your TPMS reset, which is really good that it's going to have. And then it even has your window calibration. So it's got everything on here. Let's go to upgrade. This is where you can upgrade your software in case it's out of date. Mine just came in, so we're good. All right, so I didn't even know that this had AI, but I'm going to show you how to get it and what it can do. The first thing you need to do is click more, go to settings, and then you can set up Wi-Fi. As soon as you set up your Wi-Fi settings, it will do an automatic update and will give you more options. So if we go back to diagnose, you can see on here that we have the AI assistant, which is so cool. Let's take a look. The first thing that you can notice is that it comes up with a little bit of like a user interface. So I have already played with this. Let's just do troubleshooting. Select a brand. I had a BMW that had this, and it was a P0141. And let's hit OK. It's going to connect and let us know what we should do. Now, this is so cool. And it brings up exactly what it is. We can tell that this was an oxygen sensor from Bank 1 Sensor 2. We can see what the symptoms of that are, but it also has guidance. Now, the first few are not able to be clicked on, but you can see that it's got a lot of other things. It's got a maintenance guide that's going to tell you more about it. But what I love are the reference videos. When we click on that, it's going to take us to the videos of how to do this. And then you can select a video that you want to watch on how to replace one of those faulty O2 sensors. So make sure as soon as you get yours that you go to the More setting, go to settings, and then enable Wi-Fi. It'll do the automatic update and it will give you all of the features, including the artificial intelligence, which is going to make your life so much easier and bring up videos on how to replace it. So let's give this a test and see what it actually does when we're either doing the maintenance or the diagnostic. I think first we're going to take this to my Mercedes and just hook it up and see what it does. All right, so let's test this out and see what it does. Now on this Mercedes, I just did an oil change, so I'm going to see if it can do a reset, but let's see if it finds my car. Let's go ahead and figure out what this is. And of course it comes up, it's a 2013 Mercedes-Benz. Got some nice things on there. Obviously we'll do the automatic search, makes it easier, found everything. So you can do a health report, system scan, system selection. Let's just see what's, oh, you can actually look at every one of the system controllers that are in here. If you've got any issues, obviously you could do the system scan or the health report just to see what's going on. We're not going to try that today. So I want to go to maintenance and see what I can do here. Obviously I said I did an oil change. So we go to the oil reset. Let's hit enter. It's got nice reassuring little beeps that everything's going on there. Go to Mercedes-Benz, switch the ignition on, which I've already got. Oh, I've got confirm of general maintenance and reset general maintenance. All right, I like this a lot. What it shows me is on my screen, it's saying that service is needed in 700 miles. I went ahead and did my oil change, so I want to reset that. So let's press F2. Once you press F2, just give it a second, and then you can see that my odometer reading till next service has been reset, so I am good to go. Now this car does allow you to do the maintenance reset on the cluster, but my Porsche does not. So let's give that a try and see if it will do the same. So far, this thing is working like a champ. All right, guys, so I'm in my Porsche Cayman, and this also had a oil change recently redone. Now, this one does not allow you to reset it from the cluster like the Mercedes does. So what we're going to do is try to do that on here. So let's just go back to the beginning. Let's do our auto search so it can pick up the car. And there it is. It's got everything on there. Go back to the main menu. Let's go to maintenance. We're going to do the oil change on this one. And we go to Porsche, select that. Ignition is on, so we're good there. Mine's a 2007. We're in miles, so that's always good. And that was it. We're done. I love that. I will tell you, that makes such a difference. Having this and not having to go to the dealership to reset your code is a big plus. They charge so much money for a standard oil change, and to do this, most places can't. This saved all of the money right there on my first oil change. All right, let's get out of here. And we're done. All right, so we've got to play with it, look at the features. I'm very impressed that it was able to do the reset on the Porsche. That's one of those cars that's a little more difficult. On the Mercedes, yes, I expected it to do the reset just like normal, but you could also do it from the cluster. The Porsche, you can't. So this is worth the value of purchasing it if you're going to do any of the maintenance on your own. It will save you on that first oil change. All right, guys, I've showed you the features of it. You can use this for everything that needs to be done on your car. I really think that everyone needs to have one of these in your toolbox. Remember, like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.